The Elizabeth Line was built for 13 years, 7 years before Britons voted to leave the European Union. It had been in the works for centuries before that, under Crossrail. As such, many Londoners believed it would never be completed, but on the 24th of May 2022, they will believe differently. Its empty, brightly illuminated stations, sealed out from behind fire doors, are gateways to a world unseen. Mr. Byford compared them to characters from the film 2001: A Space Odyssey, but as he described it, without Hal, the villainous computer. Mr. Byford did not indeed turn the venture around on his own. Much of the credit goes to new supervisors, led by Mark Wilde. He decided to take over the Elizabeth Line in the year 2018 when it was in crisis, because the engineers found 75,000 defects, of which many in its digital switching architecture. However, Mr. Byford managed to secure an additional $1 billion from the authorities in late 2021 to keep development from being halted. And he's been running the trains without commuters for months to ensure a smooth debut. Mr. Byford, as well as Mr. Wilde, were thrilled to show reporters all around the system, which will open 2 to 3.5 years late, and just in time for Queen Elizabeth II's much-anticipated Platinum Jubilee. Mr. Wilde said as he exited Liverpool Street Station that it's a £19 billion ride you actually get to experience. According to Tony Travers, an urban affairs specialist at the London School of Economics, the Railway Elizabeth Line has a wow factor. The stations are vast, cathedral-like spaces with seemingly endless platforms. The trains, which are twice as long as regular subways and twice as wide, arrive with barely a whisper. The train's capacity. When fully operational, London's brand new railway will reduce the journey time from Canary Wharf to Heathrow to just 38 minutes. That's a significant reduction from at least 60 minutes on the current subway system to roughly double that in a taxi in regular traffic. New trains large enough to carry 1,500 commuters at up to 90 miles per hour, 450 of whom will be highly fortunate sufficient to get a seat, will drive beneath the streets of central London, serving the municipalities and financial district lines of Docklands and the Great City of London, the West End and Heathrow, and also commuter belt neighborhoods in Essex, Kent, and the Thames Valley along either side of the city. The 62-mile system is established around a core of 26 miles of brand new underpasses through central London, cloaked with incredible precision beneath one of the most extensive, most populous, and fastest-growing cities. The twin tunnels, which are 20 feet in diameter and reach up to 40 meters, about 130 feet deep, wind around concrete foundations, London Underground tunnels, and a plethora of other frameworks and utilities. Between the years 2012 and 2015, they dug for 3 years with 8 1,000-ton passageway boring machines, or TBMs. Operational endeavors. It will speed up cross-city travel, open up a plethora of new journey options, and relieve overpacked existing lines, mainly on London Underground, the capital's tube connectivity system, particularly the frequently congested Central Line. When operating at full capacity, it will increase London's train capacity by 10%, representing the city's most enormous single expansion in more than over 70 years. Crossrail is expected to carry around 200 million commuters per year when it's fully operational. Still, those projections were made prior to the pandemic and have now been called into question due to rapidly continuous changing patterns. Andy Byford, London's Transport Commissioner, stated at a February 2022 media teaser that the Crossrail would be a massive boost to London's morale and trust when it opens. People will be taken aback by the scale and how silent and perfect the train ride seems on day one. The project's immense scale is hard to decipher, so imagine taking a trip from Canary Wharf in the Docklands municipality town east of the central city to Heathrow Airport on the west side of London to get a sense of the impact Crossrail will have. Crossrail will be a lasting homage to the thousands of workers, developers, tunnelers, and engineers who have worked tirelessly to make this rail project a reality over the last century. The genuinely revolutionary railway bearing Queen Elizabeth II's title can finally begin to deliver on that promise to Londoners in the year of her Platinum Jubilee. So, what do you guys think about this new fantastic news? Would you like to be one of the chosen ones to take this train ride and have an experience of a lifetime? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for staying till the end. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn the notifications on, never to miss an update. See you at the next one.